It was like my whole world had just disappeared. At 18 I was ready to die and had made many attempts on my own life. If I had carried on that path, I wouldn't be here today. Every time I put on a kit, I wasn't this ill boy anymore. I was James. I was free from my demons. I wish I could predict the future, but obviously we can't. But it's looking a lot more brighter than it was.
What an inspiration he has been to Queen's Park Rangers!
We can never stop people getting mentally unwell, but we can help them recover with the use of football. It worked for me and many others that I have played for, against and played with. Football saved my life. And when I put on the kit and I play with my friends, it feels like we're not just friends, we're family.
They're currently warming up, just preparing for their training session. The idea of the sessions is just to get people interacting socially and playing football. We feel it's really important at the club that the pressure's not on them to be the best footballers they can be, but to just exercise and get health and socialise through football. So we accept anyone who feels like they want to join in, all mental healths, and yeah, they're all welcome to come and play. James is a character, to say the least. He's a great guy. He's always bubbly, always smiling, very loud, and he's just a privilege to know as a person and to work with. James has had a really tough upbringing. I mean, he's been in and out of hospitals and infirmary since he was about 15. So since he's been at QPR, yeah, I'd say his mental health has really improved. I'd say his personality and who he is has grown so much since when I first met him. He's not just got friends down here, he's got family, he's got people that he gets on with really well on a personal level. For James to have that safety net within football, I think that's really helped him.
Right, okay boys, we've got 3 very important guests this morning. They come down to have a look at your session, join in with you. They've been training very hard all morning and they're taking the time out of their day to come and see you guys, okay? So we've got Matt Smith, Ryan Manning and Neda Manua. Guys, give them applause.
Let's take another look at the star players on today's QPR team sheet. Forward Matt Smith has made an impressive start at the club since signing in January. He'll be hoping to continue his good run of form today. Expect nothing less than a solid defensive performance from club captain Neda Manua. Ryan Manning at the heart of midfield has proved to be a popular choice among fans in his breakthrough season. And James Casling has been QPR Healthy Kickers' top scorer for 3 seasons running and is always a danger in front of goal. Let's join them on the field.
Great stuff, well done.
So, James, how did it feel today playing alongside 3 of the greatest footballers I've ever been seeing at Queen's Park Rangers?
It's an amazing experience, like, to do that and actually have people like yourselves come and experience it and actually realise that there's more to a club than just the first team, and I think that's what gets lost in people's mind. They get so agitated with the team losing and all this sort of stuff that they forget about the stuff that goes on behind the scenes and the actual people who help other people, like sort of like coaches that come to schools and comes to hospitals and comes to all that sort of stuff and actually make a difference to someone's life. Like, people think football's life and death, basically, when actually it's not. It's more than that. That's for me, it saved my life. It's not taking it away or anything like that. It's making my life livable, and it's making me still be here, because I know without football I wouldn't. It's just about what. That's what I mean. Without the football at my feet and the kit on my body, it's sad to say, but I think people would have to be coming to a grave to see me instead. But football, that's what I mean. People underestimate the power of football and then like people like yourselves come along and actually experience that and see that, and that's what I mean, it makes people feel good because you're taking your time out of your day.
It's funny you should say that, because for the three of us today was a very long training day, but being here today has been the highlight of the day more so than the training session itself. Definitely. Yeah, seeing you today, that's made our day.
What you say, I think, as players we can echo as well. You know, once you start training every day and playing games, it is a release, and you forget about the troubles in the world. And you know, everyone's a human being at the end of the day. We have our ups, we have our downs, and everyone has their own personal issues and their personal battles that they're fighting. But I completely take what you say. I think we could probably all say the same thing. Once you step out there, you forget about it, and you just focused on football and enjoying yourself, and it is a release.
What's this here that we're about to see?
Basically, I went on the tour of Derbyshire on the 8th of March about how football saved my life.
Should we press play on it, yeah?
How lost were you when your dad died, when your dad took his own life?
I've always wondered why he would do it and why my love for him wasn't enough. But then I realised if someone's like that, I couldn't have saved him. I think that hurts a lot more, to know that there was nothing I could have done to stop it. It's like your whole world gets turned upside down, and then it's just, you can't explain it.
Yeah.
You're a brave guy, James. Very brave guy. It takes a lot of guts to talk about stuff like that, especially to a lot of people. But I hope that can inspire other people that are you know, not feeling great about things to come forward and to talk about it, because the development from what I've seen there to you out there today is night and day. I saw a guy out there laughing, joking, scoring goals, tackling, energy, and it's unbelievable to see, and it's, you know, shows the power of football. And I think that video there just highlights to me what a gutsy guy you are, and I'm hoping that can inspire others to follow your example.
Yeah, and you've inspired me, and it's probably say you've inspired me more than I've inspired you. I enjoy coming to these things because I see the effect that it has on the people who take part. I feel like it's life and death on a Saturday, but then you come to something like this, and Saturday, now it's so far in the past, because this is the more important thing for me now, and seeing and hoping that I can have a positive effect on the people who I'm going to encounter today. And if they go away feeling maybe 1% better about themselves based on just me just being there, then, you know, I feel like, yeah, I feel like I've really brought something to the table.
So how does being a professional footballer affect your mental health?
I think, for me, I think you go through different stages with it all. When I was younger, maybe Ryan's age, and I first started to play, I was really nervous going into games. I always felt like I was being judged by everybody in the stadium, whether I was at home, I was away. And never really felt like I'd made it, so I was always trying to impress people. And when you're going into games with that sort of nervous energy, if something doesn't go right, then you feel a lot of strain on yourself and you start to doubt yourself. Like when I was really young, we'd play in derby games, and if we didn't win on the Saturday, I'd stay in my house until the following Saturday. I'd really fear going out and just being seen because I thought people would ridicule me and so on, which is very difficult. But then now at 30 years of age and hundreds of games later, you appreciate that there's more to it, more to life than what happens on a Saturday. Like it's your job and it's very important and so on. But the fact is, I have a daughter now, and knowing that I can go home to her takes away all the stress that I feel.
I'm only new to it, you know what I mean? I've only played 15 or so games, and I think kind of the big thing for me is getting used to being able to block out all the abuse you get from opposing fans and stuff like that.
There was times when I was younger when my parents would travel the scale of the country to come and see me play, and we'd lose, and I wouldn't talk to them after the game, and I think, you know, they've just probably done 200-300 miles in a car, and they're not even able to talk to me after the game. Whereas now, I learn how to sort of ride the highs and the lows, so you kind of keep level-headed, which I think is really important. It's one of those things, you know, footballers have, you know, lots of ups and downs, but, you know, it's difficult at times because you're judged as a product, so to speak. The player, you are the product as a player. It's very difficult not to take things personally when someone tells you this, that or the other, and 9 times out of 10 players are going to have significantly more lows than they will highs in their career. So I think it really boils down to mentality and how you can tackle those lows.
I hope that people can see that even though it can be dark, there is always going to be a light. You just got to fight through it. And it would be a lie to say it's easy, because it's not. But 3 years later, I'm still alive. After struggling with all that, spent almost 2 years in hospital, still on medications and stuff, and it's going to be a long battle, and everyone has their own battles, and whether they're short or long, you just can't give up, because something amazing could happen tomorrow, but you've decided that because of your battle, your struggles, that you've said you're not doing this anymore. We don't know what tomorrow brings. Just make sure you're there to see it, that's all I can say.